News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget.
Tonight on News 46, Mercier lands on Basin Avenue for an accident. A dog owner appears in court after an attack, and new information is released about an arrest. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Friday, March 20th, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Basin Avenue was temporarily closed this afternoon while Mercier landed a helicopter at an accident scene. A single vehicle rollover occurred this afternoon on Basin and Leslie Street. Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue all arrived on scene to attend to the elderly gentleman who was bleeding and unconscious as a result of this accident. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue had to extricate the man from the vehicle. Mercier landed on scene to transport the man to a trauma center in Las Vegas to attend to his injuries. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic while Mercier landed on scene. The cause of the accident is unknown at this time. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And Christopher Allen Franz was taken into custody last night after colliding with a light pole and a fence on Calvada Boulevard. He's been charged with failure to maintain a travel lane, possession of a controlled substance, and under the influence. We spoke to Fire Chief Scott Lewis about the accident.
Last evening, our dispatch reported a one-vehicle accident, and upon arrival, we found, in fact, we had a vehicle well off the roadway through a perimeter fence of an apartment complex. Attached and wrapped around that vehicle was a light standard that was taken from the median of the roadway, and we also had probably a 20 to 25 what appeared to be like a geyser type of situation as a result of a water irrigation line that had been ruptured.
So this accident, do you guys have a clue how this occurred at this point?
NCSO was investigating as to what happened. We found out there was no entrapment. It was just some inconsistency as how many people were in the vehicle. We had then had a report that it was possibly 2 or 3. We looked at 2 as far as an evaluation from an EMS standpoint. Both declined medical treatment. Fire department secured the water main and ended the disruption of water service in that area. And that was pretty much the end of our involvement.
Public Works was called out, obviously, for that light pole.
It's my understanding that possibly the county owned some of the property that was damaged.
And then no contact with that apartment building, though it seemed very close.
It was very close, but it did affect the perimeter fencing at the front of the property.
So that water line that was out there, that was a main?
That was actually an irrigation line for the vegetation on the median. And so the crew went in there and accessed the access valve and shut the water off.
As far as the electricity being supplied to that power pole, can you tell us about the light pole?
The light standard, that was being investigated by the county. Their public works director was out there and he reviewed it, and he was going to have a crew come out.
Are they going to be doing a blood draw on the driver?
Don't know for certain. I know they were investigating, and we had left the scene just prior to them leaving.
And the road was shut down for a period of time?
It was, just due to the debris field across both lanes of the roadway.
As we head in for our first break, here's Jeff Simmons at the Pahrump Nugget.
Hello everybody, I'm Jeff Simmons here at the Pahrump Nugget. On our stage bar this weekend, we do have Randy Anderson. Come on down and listen to some great music. And then on our casino drawings, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 6 to 9 p.m., we'll have one winner every 30 minutes, guaranteed $200 in cash. Or you can throw that away and turn that in and go up to $5,000 in cash. So that's every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 6 to 9 every 30 minutes. Then on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. every 15 minutes, we have our Mania thing. Just have your card and machine, and we'll have a $100 random drawing every 15 minutes. That's on Mondays from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Okay, and then bingo. Still got a lot of things going on. This coming Monday, March 23rd, we're having Free Dauber Day. All free daubers to all players, all sessions. And then April 1st is coming up. We're going to have bingo on B1, receive an additional $200 in cash. Bingo on any number ending in 1 and receive an additional $50 in cash. And then we got our lower buy-ins every day at the 11, 1, 7, and 9 p.m. and all day on Sunday and Mondays. And balls on the wall this month. A lot of stuff. A lot of balls on the wall this month and April. Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at the 1 and 7. And bingo any numbers that are painted on our wall, you get paid double. And over Go Town, Kathy has her paper only, no split pots, every day at 11 a.m. And then Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at the 11 and 1, paper only, no split pots. So paper players, go over to Go Town and see Kathy. Everybody have a great weekend. Hope to see you down here. Bye-bye.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. 26-year-old Melinda Carson has been taken into custody as another suspect related to the identity theft ring called Operation Super Lake, which has exposed several individuals charged with check fraud, mail theft, and forgery. Carson has been charged with fraudulent use of a debit card. According to the report, Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies arrested Carson after it was revealed that she had allegedly used a stolen debit card at several local businesses. Carson admitted to the fraudulent activities, according to police. It was discovered that she had obtained the stolen cards from Diane Lake. Lake is at the center of the investigation, which at this point involves more than 200 local and Clark County victims. Investigators are working to notify each victim over the next 2 weeks. Multiple new victims have been identified recently. 31-year-old Esquiel Beltran Garcia has been taken into custody after leading deputies on a chase throughout Amargosa. According to the report, deputies attempted to conduct a traffic stop on Garcia. That is when he allegedly led them on a 2.5-mile chase with speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour. Esquiel Beltran Garcia was arrested for possession of 2 ounces of methamphetamine, 1 ounce of marijuana, and a stolen firearm out of Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. New information has been released regarding an arrest that includes shots fired at a residence on Simpkins. 54-year-old Robin Young has been taken into custody and is facing several charges, including attempted murder. On Wednesday, March 18th, the Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a location at 1850 Simpkins Road in reference to a dispute involving a firearm. According to the statement, the 2 victims in this case said that a female by the name of Robin Young lives on the same property as them, and they went to speak to her about fixing a roof. Young, they say, became hostile at that time and threatened to shoot them. As they attempted to leave the property, they heard a loud bang. Both of them exited the truck and saw that a bullet hole was in the front passenger quarter of the truck. They stated at this point that Young went back into the house and came back out for a few minutes. They called the police immediately and reported that, in fact, they were inside the vehicle at the time that the shooting occurred. Young has been charged with discharging a firearm into an occupied vehicle, assault with a deadly weapon, attempted murder, and discharge a firearm while a person might be in danger, also injury to a vehicle. According to the report, Young was intoxicated at the time of the incident. She is being held at the Nye County Sheriff's Office Detention Center. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Ricky Davidson appeared in court this week. Davidson is the owner of 3 pit bulls who viciously attacked 3 men last week on Black Street. Davidson has had several contacts with law enforcement before the Friday the 13th incident, which put the 3 men in the hospital. Davidson was cited in February of 2013 and September of 2014 for allowing the dogs to run loose. On August 19th of 2014, police said the dogs attacked another dog. Davidson is also facing recent drug charges in which he was released on his own recognizance. Davidson bail for the new charges was set at $2,500. The 40-year-old was arrested after his dogs attacked a neighbor while feeding cats at a property near his residence. Police said the 3 pit bulls jumped over a 6-foot fence and started brutally attacking a man named Kenneth Ford. While being attacked, 2 others, Jerry Cannon and Emmanuel Valdez, attempted to save Ford. They were all attacked by the dogs. Ford was critically injured, the 2 others seriously. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, let's join Ron Chase with Nevada Public Auction.
Today's auction news is brought to you by Nevada Public Auction.
So this weekend at noon, another nice collectibles auction. We've got baseball cards, old vintage cards, football cards, hockey, basketball, complete sets, huge lots of baseball cards if you want to get into the hobby with like just an instant collection. We've got autographed balls, bats, and of course a lot of coins this weekend too. Silver coins, old key date stuff, nice Carson City vintage coins, sets, rolls of coins. I mean, you name it. I've got every kind of coin you could think of in here this weekend.
Coins are very sought after, aren't they?
Coin collecting has always been a great hobby, and it just seems like now with the economy and things are just going, funny with the stock market and all that, people are buying a lot of coins again.
And then these baseball cards that are uncut?
Yeah, so we've got some uncut sheets of cards. So that the way they make them is they print them in one large sheet, and they cut them down to single card size. Like I said, I got cards from the 50s, 60s, 70s, every kind of sport you could think of in here this weekend.
Wow, fantastic. Preview, you can preview on Saturday morning?
That is correct. So preview, the auction starts at noon, but we open our doors at 9 a.m., so you can come on in for early preview.
And where are you located?
We're at 800 Margaret Street. That's one street past the hospital. The website here is auctionnv.com. Of course, some pictures on the website, but you can also get the link to the full catalog on our site this weekend, too.
And the auction's here at noon?
Auction at noon, and you can call me here for more information at 751-4867.
Today's auction news is brought to you by Nevada Public Auction.
Some pretty cool stuff down there.
Patty is, I'd say, she's about a 2-year-old pit mix. She's very sweet, loving. She's got a lot of energy, I'll have to say, though, so she's going to need a lot of room to run around. She is not spayed, but she will be. So come on down to Tails End and take a look at her.
Tails End Animal Shelter is on Seary Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse, and you can give them a call at 751-7020.
Thanks, guys. The Balloon Fest is at Petrick Park all weekend long. The balloons will take off at approximately 7 a.m. both Saturday and Sunday mornings. We spoke to Michael Davis this morning about the carnival being held.
Hey, we're back down here for the second annual Balloon Festival. It's a good spring event, and this year it was such a success last year, and the Chamber wanted to raise the bar a little bit, so we made it even bigger this year.
You guys just left Henderson, and this actually it looks like you've got so many different rides here.
We brought some different things, and like I said, we kind of enlarged it, blew it up a little bit from last year, and which is good. I mean, that means what's going on here is a success.
It really is. We're going to have this whole entire area of Petrick Park just full with all different types of rides. Let's talk about what you have going on here.
We brought a couple of new games. We refabbed our carousel, added another 1,000 lights, and a couple brand new fish game that would just actually arrived yesterday, and stuff for the kids, and of course all the food and everything on a stick.
You have the Zipper and the Typhoon, and of course this fabulous slide right behind you.
Yeah, and the cool thing about this is it's not, Saturday night at Fall Fest. You can come down here, hang out in the park, wander around. It's kind of a mellow atmosphere, and it's good. It's good family day.
So this opens in just a half an hour?
30 minutes we open, a little less than that, and we'll be here all 3 days.
So how late on Friday and Saturday night?
I think we're going to run till 10 tonight, and we're going to push it later tomorrow. It's Saturday, and it's a late crowd here in Pahrump, so 11 o'clock at least, and then Sunday we'll just kind of play it by ear.
So Saturday, how early in the morning will you be open here?
I think we're going to open at noon every day here. Wow. So the balloons will go up earlier, but the carnival won't open until about noon.
So everybody come down to Petrick Park here on the corner of Basin and Highway 160. Have some fun with Davis Amusements.
Absolutely. Come down, see those balloons go up, grab some breakfast and some coffee, and come back and ride some rides.
And if you like fresh produce, you might want to get on down to Draft Picks tomorrow morning.
We have the farmers market here every Saturday morning from 9 till noon. That's every Saturday, rain or shine, right in the parking lot at Draft Picks. We have Bloody Marys on Saturdays and Sundays from 10 to 2 for $1.
So you can go over to the farmer's market and then come over and have a Bloody Mary?
Absolutely, and then come back Sunday and have another one. Or 2, or 3.
That farmer's market's packed.
It is, and I'll tell you what, I check it out every Saturday morning because it's conveniently located for me, and I get great homegrown garden vegetables and fruits, and they have written in stone out here, so if you're looking for something, coasters and things like that, or a stone in front of your house, and just crafts and just great things, and they're all handmade.
Fantastic. So come on down to Draft Picks for that, and of course the Bloody Mary specials. That is fantastic.
Absolutely. And you know, we have a promo going on every weekend where kids eat free with the purchase of an adult meal. So if you come down and buy an adult meal and you have your child with you, they eat for free. So, and that's every weekend here at Draft Picks.
What's the age limit for that?
The age limit is 12 and under.
Your weather and announcements when we return.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Friday, March 20th. Happy first day of spring, everyone. Today we had sunny skies with a high of 78 degrees. Your average temperature around this time of year is 71 degrees. Winds were coming from the south-southwest today at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 9 miles per hour. So we had some light winds today. The UV index today was 6, which is high. Humidity was at 8%. Sunrise was at 6:49 this morning, and the record high back in 2004 was 90 degrees. Going all the way up into the 90s now. Well, tonight we'll have clear skies with a low of 50 degrees. That's also your average temperature around this time of year. Winds will be coming from the south-southeast this evening at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 18%. Sunset will be around 6:56 this evening, and the record low back in 1964 was 34 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have sunny skies with a high of 83 degrees and a low of 50 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 9 miles per hour with gusts up to 17 miles per hour, so the winds will be picking up a little bit tomorrow. Humidity will be at 16%. Sunrise will be at 6:47 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 6, which is high. For our 7-day forecast, we'll have a mostly sunny week, though we'll be seeing some partly cloudy skies this Sunday and then again next Wednesday. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the low 80s. That'll be going down into the high 70s. 77 degrees is the low there this Monday, and that will be working its way back up into the low 80s late next week. Your low temperatures will be looking at a similar pattern. It'll be starting off in the low to the high 40s, 47 degrees this Monday, and going back up into those low 50s late next week.
Thanks so much, Noah. Touch a Truck family event will be held at the VFW post on Homestead Road this Saturday from 10 to 2. There'll be food, crafts, and demonstrations, all to benefit Relay for Life. There'll be a car wash fundraiser this Sunday at Draft Picks from 11 until 3 p.m. to benefit Pay It Forward. And that's a great Facebook page. If you're looking to give away some items, you just take a picture and put it on the Pay It Forward Facebook page, and you can give it to people who are in need. And they are also looking for volunteers for that car wash fundraiser from 11 to 3, once again, Sunday at Draft Picks right there on Highway 160 and Postal Road. I do want to tell everybody out there, if you're listening on KA's Country Radio, how you doing, first of all? And secondly, if you'd like to hook up to free digital TV, you can do that by giving us a call here at the station at 727-9400. That's 727-9400, and you can get our 4 free digital channels. And of course, if you're watching this and you want to hear some good country music, 95.9 on the FM dial. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. We'll see you all out there at Petrick Park at the Balloon Fest all weekend long. Good night.